Good morning, all. So, last class we have started off with the block diagram reduction problems, right? And we have mostly used the two rules. One is block diagram in series, if it is there, and then eliminating the minor feedback loop from a standard formula. Okay. So, in today's session, so we'll be looking at the other aspects of the rules. So, probably the blocks in parallel, if it is there, how we eliminate, and also we'll take up the other rules like moving a takeoff point after a summing point. So these some rules we have seen, right? So in such applications we'll see in terms of problems. Okay, so this is the question. Okay, the third question may be reduce the following block diagram of the system shown in figure into a single equivalent block diagram by block diagram reduction rules. So what they have told here is they didn't ask you the C of S by R of S. Instead, what they have asked is, so in between R of S and C of S, you should have a single block, okay, which is nothing but a transfer function itself. Just to confuse you, they have given in this manner into a single equivalent block. Okay, so we have to reduce in the same fashion. Okay, so just look at the picture so you can see the reduction rules, how it will apply. The first step is you have to look for any blocks in series. So before that, look at the diagram. So you have a R of S summing point G1, you have the G3 here, and above G2 you have, there is a summing point here, then C of S. From this summing point you have the H1 to another summing point here, H2 is there, and for this summing point you are getting another parallel block from R of S as a G4. Okay, so you have to clearly identify which is the forward path and which is the feedback path. Okay, so that is the first thing. So once the diagram is clear now, so we can look at the procedure. So first, any blocks in series here. So looks like all the blocks are in independent, right? So here G1, G3 in between takeoff point is there. It is not series. Here in between summing point is there here. So nowhere you are going to see any series. But what about parallel? Yes. Is there any parallel here? So between G2 and G3, nothing is there. See here from takeoff point here, and it is going to add up here, and both signs they have given. So which sign you have to add it both. Okay, so this is a parallel block now. Okay, so you have to eliminate this parallel block into a single block. So how you do that? Just add those. Okay, accordingly their symbol. If this is a plus, so it is G2. If this is a plus here, plus G3. Plus G2 plus G3 means G2 plus G3 you can write and put it over here, a single block. And the next step, this G2 plus G3 blocks is in series with G1. That is the next thing we will do. Okay. Accordingly, so the same manner in the feedback path also we'll do some alteration. What is that alteration? So if there is a summing point in feedback path, we have to separate it out as we have done in previous two problems, because otherwise it is very difficult to simplify that. Okay. So what we are going to do here is for this summing point, so this is a feedback path. So we'll separate the feedback path. This is H1 and then H2. So this is the path which is going here as a feedback. Whereas this G4 path, okay, along with this minus sign and along with this H2, it is not a feedback path, it is a parallel. So you have to add up those. Okay, so parallel blocks in parallel like that, you have to simplify that. Okay, so you'll see that in the next picture, it will be clear to you. So this is the block diagram given. So first we'll do the parallel reduction into a single block. So this is the step one, combining parallel blocks and then separating the paths linked by the summing point in the feedback path. So that I have explained you the same thing. I'm doing it here. So R of S G1. So this is I have done. Okay, G2 plus G3, and this takeoff point as well as summing point is removed. Okay. So then from summing point you had a feedback path. Now that will be made as takeoff point now. Okay, so because summing point is removed, so it is takeoff point now. H1 is there. Then there is a summing point was there. So that summing point removed now. That summing point we put it over and clubbed over here. Okay, merged over here. So you have now H1 and H2 to this block with minus sign. Okay. Then this path from R of S, you had a G4 and then you had a summing point with minus sign. So that we made it as -1. Okay. So -1 I have written. That means you have to multiply that. And then H2, whichever H2 we have separated out. Okay. So these three blocks will come in the series in parallel. So why this is called parallel? It is coming from the same path R of S to the summing point, whereas this is coming from the output side. That's why it is a feedback path. So this is what we have separated it. So in the next thing what we'll do, so here mentioned the comment negative sign at summing point which is removed is considered by introducing block of -1. Okay, so in the diagram you had the this one, right? Just a minute. So here you had the plus, that's why it is H1 and this H2 are in series and this is minus, and this minus sign to include we have put -1 block. Okay, and then G4 H2 it is connected like this. Okay, so now these G1 and G2 plus G3 are in series, this H1 and H2 are in series, then this G4 H2 into -1 means minus G4 H2 is in series, so you will get a 3 series elimination now. Okay, so series and parallel blocks reduction now. Okay, so first one, this is 1. Okay, so above path is 1 here. Okay, so here this path nothing is there, meaning here okay, so this path nothing is there means what? It is 1. Okay, so block nothing is there means it is unity block, and this you have. Okay, so that's why it is 1 is introduced there, so that you will not confuse, or you should not make mistake. Okay, that's why 1 is introduced. And another block, this is multiplied, -1 G4 and H2 multiplied, you got minus G4 into H2 over here. Okay, so this is a parallel block now. So this is also coming from same R of S and this is also coming from same R of S. So there is no feedback here. This is a pure parallel block connection. And here it is series multiplied G1 into G2 plus G3. So G2 plus G3 you have to group it in parenthesis. Then H1, H2 are in series, so they are clubbed into single block. So this is your step 2. Okay, so in the step 3 what we'll do, we'll eliminate this blocks in parallel. Okay, so this blocks in parallel we will eliminate, okay, with this summing point. And also same time, so there are 2 summing points are there at this point. Okay, one is at minus here and another minus is there for this. Okay, so this is a minor feedback loop now. Okay, so for this what I will do, I will apply the rule. Okay, so what is that rule? This is above 1, G1 into G2 plus G3 will act as your G. Okay, and this H1 into H2 will act as the H. Okay, and there is a minus sign, so G by 1 plus GH formula I will apply and I will eliminate this feedback loop. Okay, and that's what written here in the step. Minor feedback loop means you have to understand it is rule 3, and blocks in parallel for this one, it is rule number 2. Okay, so once you remove this, so it is 1 here because here nothing is there means plus sign, then here plus sign is there, sorry, here minus sign is there, minus of minus it becomes plus, so 1 plus G4 H2. So 1 minus G4 H2 it is, that's why 1 plus. Okay, minus sign was there. Then here, so directly I have written because now you have understood. Okay, so which one will cancel out? So G part you have G1 into G2 plus G3, in the numerator it will come. In the denominator you will have 1 plus, so G value place you have G1 into G2 plus G3. Okay, G1 into G2 plus G3. So not clear, so I hope you understand. Okay, so I am inserting that. So this is the sorry, this should be G, this is above 1 should, and denominator I am writing, right? So 1 plus GH, so G, okay, G1 plus G2 G3 into H1 H2. So there is no elimination here, straight away writing. Okay, so that is the idea. So just I will remove this. It is not going to, okay, like this, fine. So it is G1 into G2 plus G3 divided by 1 plus G is G1 plus G2 plus G3 and H1 H2, like this, straight away it will come, there is no elimination. Okay, so now these 2 blocks are in series now finally. So actually in the problem what they have told, you have to show it as a single equivalent model, right? So that's why here I have written as a transfer function only, but you should not write this, so it is a mistake. So what you have to do here is you have to show like this, last block. Okay, this is a one rectangular block. Okay, so just multiplied here, right? So G1 into G2 plus G3 into 1 plus G4 H2, just this numerator is new term has come, denominator everything is correct. 1 plus G1 H1 H2 G2 plus G3. So here you have to show R of S and here you have to show C of S. So this is actual presentation of the answer. They have told you to make single block, no? So you'll keep that in same order. Okay. So although I have written the transfer
Excuse
function.
me, sir.
Yes.
I have a doubt that why did we take -1? In step 1, we took -1, right?
So if it doesn't take -1, what will happen?
No, sir, like why do we have to take -1 and unit?
We have
Unit
separate.
1, I
No.
understood, sir. Why we take?
When we are making some changes to
But
the
-1,
block,
I didn't understand.
I will tell you. When we are making some changes to the block diagram, the actual meaning should not go. Okay. This is the main intention. Always remember. Okay. So what is the problem given? This is the problem given. So this problem you have to reduce in such a manner that the actual meaning should not go and it should follow the rules. So whatever I'm doing here, according to the 8 rules, whatever we have done, right? So accordingly we have to do. So now when we are eliminating here this summing point, right? So what I'm doing here is, I told you clearly, I am separating out this summing point. Okay, so just in the next step I will do it. I am separating out this summing point. Just a minute. Told you here, it is I'm going to separate out this summing point. That means it's the meaning should not go. Even you can write the algebraic equation. See here, G4 is minus G4 and this is plus H1. Okay, you write down. I have shown you yesterday. Okay, so minus G4 it is. Okay, and this is plus H1. Okay, so this is plus H1 coming from the feedback path. And these two blocks, the common thing here is H2. So that will come over here. Okay, so hope you understand. The summing point will act like this. So now I am separating out the feedback path. One is H1 into H2 I made, right? One is H1 into H2. I have separated out. With the same sign I have kept minus. And another path, what I have, minus G4 into H2. So this is algebraic way of doing. The same thing. So G4 is there already. H2 is there already. To include this minus here, see here. In this block, there is plus is there here. So that's why it is H1, H2 and 1 will come. So instead of writing 1 is no meaning, no? So 1 not written. Okay. But here, if you don't write that, the meaning will go. Okay. That's why -1 is particularly added. Hope it is clear in us.
Yes, sir. It's just that we have taken summing point minus sign as a block, no, sir?
Yes. So in the this separation, so H1, H2 separation, even you can add here 1. Okay. But simply adding 1, will it have no difference? No, that's why we have not added 1 into H1 into H2 because plus sign is there. But in the lower part coming, there is a minus. That's why we need to include -1. In case if you don't write that, so what will happen here is, it will become G4 into H2. So then here it is 1 minus G4 H2 happens. Okay, in the equation. And this meaning has gone. Okay, so we have not considered the minus sign at all. I told you, in the summing point, the sign is very important. Okay, so that's why this minus including is very important. Okay, so that is the answer we got finally. So you write this in a block manner. The left side you show R of S and this side you show C of S. Okay, so this is the simple problem. It is introduced here parallel blocks. Okay, so majorly parallel block and blocks in parallel. So now we'll take another problem where we are going to discuss after the rule number 3. Okay, so even these rules are required. Series, parallel and minor feedback loop is basic rules. It will be required. Along with that, some cases we could not solve. Okay, then we go for takeoff point and summing point things. Okay, so this is the next problem. So look at the problem. Simplify the block diagram shown in figure below. Also obtain the closed loop transfer function C of S by R of S. So this is the meaning. Simplify the block diagram shown in figure below. Meaning what? You have to make it as a finally single block. Okay, so you have R of S block and the C of S. And you have to also write the C of S by R of S. Previous problem, just we have written the block itself. Okay, so even I have written transfer function there. Even if you write there, no problem. Okay, that is the normal practice. Okay, so this is the problem we have now. See here, R of S, we have the summing point here. See the minus sign. G1, again summing point, minus sign. Then again one more summing point in series with minus sign. then G2 is there, and above H1 is there. Okay, so then summing point here, takeoff point, okay, G3, okay, H2, H3, and this is a unity feedback path, okay, lower one. So this is the problem. Okay, so how you solve that? Again, same steps will follow. What is the first step? You have to look for any blocks in series. Do you see any blocks in series here? No, no chance, right? So nowhere you have a single block or two blocks in series. Then parallel case, is there any parallel?
Yes, sir, there is parallel case. G2H1.
No, it's wrong. Okay, so when we say parallel, okay, so
So
that
it's
should
not
not,
parallel.
just observe here. There is a takeoff point here. See here. After the G2, there is a takeoff point here. We could not consider it as a parallel. When we say parallel, so this block output and upper block output should meet at a summing point. There should not be some other division. Okay, branch should not come. Okay, so when it is become parallel, so what we can do is we have to move this takeoff point this side before the block. Okay, so this is the rule we will use. Go through the notes which rule it is. Okay, moving a takeoff point before a block. Okay, so if you move that takeoff point before a block, then G2 and H1 are in parallel. Okay, so that is the thing we have to do first. Otherwise, you could not move the problem at all. So you will stuck with this only. You will write the question and you will not get an idea at all. Okay, so all these things comes with the practice. Okay, numerical problems you have to do lots of practice. You have to take new problems. That's why I will give the assignments and all. You have to take up as a challenge and you have to do. Okay, so now we'll proceed with this. So this is the rule I am following first. Without this, you could not move a bit. Okay, so that is the thing. So moving takeoff point ahead of the block G2. So a rule I am not mentioning, but I'm mentioning the rule name. Okay, what is that? So it is remaining all same. It is okay. So I have not changed anything. So just a minute. What else I have made? Okay, just a minute. No problem. Okay, this one. Okay, so when you are moving a block, this takeoff point ahead of a block, what is the rule you will apply? The same block, whatever transfer function is there, it should come in the feedback path. That's why G2 will come in series with the H2. Okay, only then you can move. So just go through the notes if you have written and see the rules. Okay, if you have not gone through, so you have to go through after this one. While solving the problem, you have to look at that. Okay, so now this takeoff point at G2 here, I have moved it here, and to move this, there should not be change in the meaning. That's why this G2 same as that block is kept it in series with H2. Okay, so now you have a G2 and H1 in parallel case. So in the next case, you can simplify this case. Okay, and also this G2 and H2 are in series, you can combine this. Okay, so that is the next step we are going to do, and after that we have to think about so which rule to apply. Okay, so blocks in series and parallel we are eliminating in step 2. So this is G2 and H2. Okay, so you write it neatly. Okay, and then this is added here. So G2 plus H1 into G3, because series also I have clubbed it here. Okay, because again I have to write block diagram now, it will take consume time. What happens here is when I take this as parallel, so G2 and H1 parallel, so it is G2 plus H1 will come, and this block is in series with G3 here. So directly both I have clubbed it in single step. Okay, otherwise I have to do this, and again next time again I have to write the block. So it is consuming time. That's why it can be done. Okay, okay, so these are two changes you are seeing in this step 2. Okay, G2 into H2, and here G2 plus H1 into G3. So next thing, so what you can do next? So to next thing, so you have to look for series parallel. No, nothing is there. Is there any minor feedback loop? You are not getting, but you have to make it one feedback loop. But problem is this takeoff point. So this takeoff point is disturbing this minor feedback loop, right? So this one feedback loop is there. Okay, G2 plus H1 into G3, and in the feedback loop you have H3, but this takeoff point is a problem. So to remove this problem, what we'll do, we will move this takeoff point ahead of the block. Okay, After this block, if I place, what will happen? So this path will come and sit over here. Okay, like this separated out path. Okay, so then this will be free and you can apply the minor feedback loop. So that's what written in step 3, moving takeoff point after the block G2 plus H1 into G3. So when you are previous case, what we have done, we have takeoff point, we have taken ahead of the block. So the same transfer function, whatever is there, we have multiplied to the feedback path. Now, since we are moving the takeoff point after a block, we need to take the reciprocal of this. That's why you have here G2 plus H1 G3 in the reciprocal along with this G2 H2. Okay, so that is the thing. So remaining as it is, G1 is as it is. So here you have G2 into H2 divided by ahead of the block. So the takeoff point is moved right to here. So that's why it is this one. Okay, in the reciprocal G2 plus H1 into G3. Then remaining as it is. So G2 plus H1 into G3 H3. So this diagram and this diagram, there is a clarity now in the minor feedback loop. So you can solve this minor feedback loop now. Okay. So finally your steps comes to step number 3 only, rule 3, eliminating minor feedback loop. That's why applying that formula, you should be cautious. So now here G2 plus H1 into G3 acts as your G, H3 is H, minus sign is there, that's why plus will come. Okay. So once you eliminate this, so the whatever you have simplified new block, it will becomes your new G, and this block will act as your new H. Then again you have the minor feedback loop, you have to eliminate that. So then whatever you are simplifying, this block is in series with G1. Then this complete block is in, there is a unity feedback here, right? So there is a, nothing is there means there is a unity feedback. This also you have to consider. Okay. So you may confuse whatever I am saying. Just now eliminate this minor feedback loop. So you'll get an idea. Okay. Okay. Is it clear? So simplification I have done shown. Okay, eliminating inner feedback loop. So this is the G, G2 plus H1 into G3 divided by 1 plus G2 plus H1 into G3. Okay, then what is the H was there? So it is shown here, I think maybe. Okay, I have directly written the step probably. So that's why not following. What was there in feedback path? H3 was there. Just H3 or to multiply. So that is what done over here, and the final simplification is written. So G2 plus H1 G3, here simplification I have written 1 plus G2 plus H1 into G3. This is completely a G into H3. Okay, so this is written. So then what I have done, then I have simplified, tried to simplify, multiplied. So G2 G3 H3 and this one G3 H1 H3. Okay, so that is what I have done here. 1 plus G2 G3 H3, okay, or G2 H3 JH3 and then G3 H1 H3. So may not be clear to you. Okay, so when you write down and do it, it will come correctly. Okay, so there is no minus sign here. It is complete one product. G2 H3 G3, big H I have written. Okay, so try to identify that. G3 plus G3 H1 H3. Even you can keep it in same order only. This only you can write, no issues. Okay. So this is what written here, G2 G3 H3 or G3 H1 H3. That is what placed over here. So now again you see the minor feedback loop here. So this is your minor feedback loop now, but there are big terms are there. Okay, so this complete term is now G, and this G2 H2 by G2 plus H1 into G3 will act as your H, and again you have the minus sign here. So G by 1 plus GH formula you have to simplify. Okay, so we'll do that next elimination. Eliminating minor feedback loop. Okay, so I have shown here the steps I have shown down, and answer I am writing in block. Okay, so G2 plus H1 G3 divided by 1 plus G2 G3 H3 plus G3 H1 H3 divided by 1 plus, okay, plus Y because minus sign in the summing point. Complete G I have written once again. Okay, into H. So what was H value? G2 H2 by G2 G3 plus H1 G3. Okay, so this term and this term is cancelled out here, and you have to take LCM here. So LCM is not taken, so LCM is taken. So it is multiplied here, numerator. So G2 into G3 plus h1 into g3. So it is separated out the brackets, divided by in the LCM. So not consider this, directly come to here. This complete 1 plus g2 g3 h3 and g3 h1 h3 is multiplied to this one. Okay, this is a separate term now. So that's what written here, 1 plus g2 g3 h3 g3 h1 h3. Then what is remaining in the numerator? So this is cancelled out term, right? So remaining is g2 into h2. So that is written in the end. Okay, so actually there is no space for my page, that's why I've written down. So don't think it is the denominator. So this complete term is single term. Okay, this complete term is single term, and this is the numerator. Okay, and these two will cancel out, 1 plus g2 g3 h3 g3 h1 h3 and this one. Okay, so this will cancel out both the denominators. So whatever remain in the numerator multiplied and written, and whatever remaining, so this is multiplied here, that term, and then remaining is g2 into h2 written over here. The same thing I have put over here. Okay, so here I have simplified. Here again I have taken g3 common. Okay, so g2 plus h1 g3. Here again g3 h3 is common in both the thing, right? So that's why it is g2 plus h1 in the same fashion I have written. Okay, simply to write. Okay, so anyhow you can write this answer, only you can write, or you can write it in bracket, no issues. So this is your new answer. So what is the next step? Simplification. So this g1 will be in series with this block, right? So just you can multiply with this function and you can make one block. What will happen then? G2 plus h1 into g1 g3. G1 will get added to that. Denominator won't change. So then this complete is a single block. So this complete block will act as your new G now. Okay, because another minor feedback loop is there, last block, right? And this is your H. So H is nothing is there, meaning what? It is 1. Okay, so H is 1. Okay, so previously I've done, if unity feedback system is there, how we solve that. Okay, and minus sign is there, that's why G divided by 1 plus GH will come. So you'll get the final elimination. Okay, so final step. So blocks in series, clubbed it there. Okay, and again simplified it now. Again simplified. Okay, so all the brackets are removed and written. So G1 will be multiplied with G2 G3, and G1 is also multiplied with G3 H1, and the denominator also whatever taken common. Okay, so you, while you writing, you write it in uniform manner. Okay, so this same thing whatever I have done here, so you write there in the numerator and denominator. So then G1 you are multiplying, so it will be G1 G2 G3 plus G1 G3 H1 will come. Okay, so that is what there, and this one. So now this complete block is G, and this H is 1 equal to comes in denominator. So we'll remove that in the final step 7. Okay, so then what happens? C of S by R of S equal to this complete block I am writing G, G1 G2 G3 plus G1 G3 H1 divided by 1 plus G2 G3 H3 plus G3 H1 H3 plus G2 H2. Very careful while substituting. So this complete is a G now, divided by, write a whole, divided by, okay, 1 plus, okay, even if you have color fence for numerical problems, it is well and good. Okay, so I have not used it, so you can use it in your notes so that it is easy to understand for you. Okay, then 1 plus, again I am writing the G. So what is that G? Same, G1 G2 G3 plus G1 G3 H1 divided by 1 plus G2 G3 H3 plus G3 H1 H3 plus G2 H2 into H. What is H1? So that I have not written. So multiplied by 1 you have to write. So it is not going to affect much now. So that's why I won't write. I say into 1. So next step what you have to do, you have to take the LCM. So when you are taking LCM of the bottom part, so this complete denominator term will multiplied with this 1. So that is written here, 1 plus G2 G3 H3 G3 H1 H3 G2 H2. Till here it was the multiplied term. Then there is a plus. So that plus will start from here. So whatever remaining in the numerator of that. Okay, so that is G1 G2 G3 plus G1 G3 H1. So it is completed one. So in the numerator what is remaining? So G1 G2 G3 and G1 G3 H1. So this denominator and its denominator both will cancel out. So this answer will come. Okay, so this is the final transfer function. I hope you have done yesterday's notes and you have written down, and now you are able to write this, how it is going to cancel out everything. Okay, so this is another two problems which consider the parallel blocks also, moving the takeoff point after a block and before a block also we consider. Okay, so now next set of problems what we do is, block diagram sometimes they won't give. Okay, so they will give you some system equations, from that you have to construct the block diagram, or they may give you some electrical network, from electrical network you have to write the block diagram, and then you have to do the reduction. Such type of problem also ask. Only they will give you block diagram and reduce it, 8 marks they will ask. If they tell you to construct the block diagram and then reduce it, it may be asked for 8 to 10 marks. Okay, so extra things will come. So such type of problems we have in the coming this one. So this is one such problem. Okay, so not this one, so we'll see next. So this is one same like problem. Obtain the transfer function for the block diagram shown in figure using block diagram reduction technique. Okay, so this is another problem is there, you can work out this. Okay, R of S, you have two summing points, G1, G2, G3, C of S, H2, H1. Okay, so how to simplify this? Okay, so that is again a thing. So you have to look for the takeoff points here. So here there is no blocks in series and parallel. So you have to think of rules only, you have to think of. So this takeoff point, if you move ahead of this block here, if you place over here, then at least you can do G4 and G3 are in parallel. Okay, and then you can make out this takeoff point, you can move it ahead and you can work out like that. You have to think of. Okay, there is no particular only one method. Okay, but somewhere it will start off. Okay, so one first if you get start off, then remaining it will get simplified. You have seen in previous case, right? Very first when I removed the takeoff point, you got some two backs in parallel, series, everything. So you are able to see the minor feedback loops, all these things. Okay, so that's why first step is very important. When you see the problem at the first block diagram, it looks like, oh, it's very difficult, you feel, but you have to take some time. So initially spending 1 or 2 minutes for that thinking, no, it will save lots of time later. Okay, simply whatever you know, keep writing in the first second only. It won't work for numerical problems. You have to take 30 seconds, 1 minute time to understand the final step, how it is moving, this step, after that what step. Okay, at least you can see the next 2 to 3 steps. If you see, so you will get a final solution correctly. Okay, and nowhere you they will reduce you marks. If 8 marks is there, 8 marks only you will get. 10 marks is there, 10 marks only. So that's why control system you can score 100 out of 100. Okay, only thing is your practice is required and the application of the concepts and rules. Okay, so I cannot complete this problem today itself. Okay, so we have to take up tomorrow only because time is less. That's why we'll discuss this tomorrow. Okay, so I will just show you the problem. Okay, so if you have pen and paper there, just write down this and try to get the problem answer. Okay, so this is not there in yesterday's notes, so whatever given in yesterday's notes, complete it. This I will give you tomorrow's class. Okay, but note down this problem and try to get an answer and get an answer, something wrong or right. Okay, so get an answer and we'll check tomorrow. Okay, so it will build your confidence. Okay, so just note down this problem and work out. Okay, so how much you have understood this concept, some clarity it will give you. And self-evaluation you do tomorrow when I discuss the problem tomorrow and final answer and I show you, see where you have made mistake. Okay, so then it will be clear to you.